Hey there guys, it's me, Emma Garcia, here today, here with MCAET TV, and we're here at Alvarez with the showdown of Salinas High versus Alvarez. And to give you guys a little bit of a recap, the season recap is Salinas High is 6-2, and Alvarez is 2-5.
That's right, Emma, and I'm Marcos Cabrera here with MCAET TV Friday Night Lights. We've seen this has been an absolute dream season for your Salinas High School Cowboys.
It has.
Can't stop the buzz around town after being Palma at home a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then, but on the opposite end of the field for the home team, the Everett Alvarez Eagles, it's been a bit of a disappointment, 2-5. We've actually broadcast both of these teams, and we were here when right before Salinas played Palma. We were here for Alvarez versus Palma. Alvarez suffered a tough loss. They hung pretty good with Palma in the first half, but in the second half, things just got away from them. So
yeah.
This should be a pretty interesting matchup here. Obviously, Salinas High looking forward to being in the CCS playoffs in a couple of weeks, while Alvarez maybe just playing for some pride this week.
Yeah. And then to give you guys a little bit more of some insight, their CCS rankings. Okay.
CCS rankings have, I believe, Salinas High in the top 10 somewhere, right?
Yeah, and then Alvarez is, I believe, 52.
Yeah, so Alvarez just kind of outside of the top 50 in CCS. Salinas High ranking up there really high. So this is going to be, I think this is going to be a good matchup. We talked about when me and you broadcast our first game of the season, North Salinas versus Alsa.
Yeah.
Remember that bad boy, right?
Yeah.
That was crosstown rivalry in that game, and
yeah.
This should be some of the same. Salinas High being from the south side, Alvarez kind of on the line between north and east side, so
yeah.
There's just that good old-fashioned Salinas crosstown rivalry in the mix tonight.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's just great, and I know from both teams they love going against each other, and it shows too, especially with them warming up right now. Alvarez is just getting ready to and wanting to beat Salinas High, and Salinas High is getting ready just also want to beating Alvarez. So
absolutely, you want to come into a game. You're ranked in the top 10 CCS.
Yeah.
You want to be able to show that you're a power, you're mighty, and Salinas High. This couldn't come at a better time for them in terms of just getting ready for the CCS playoffs in a couple of weeks. This is going to be a good tune-up. Against a tough squad, especially on defense.
Mm-hmm.
So this is definitely going to be a good preparation for CCS.
Yeah.
And like I said before, Alvarez got to play for some pride.
Yeah, that is true.
He's got to play with for that Eagles pride here. So there's definitely a lot on the line for the school, even though season hasn't gone quite the way they had hoped.
Yeah, but I mean they're on home turf. I mean they're gonna want to give it their all. They're 110%, especially going against Salinas High with with us having a really great record this season. And I mean they want to show their peers that they're in it to win it. So
yeah, absolutely. And Salinas High has to expect that too coming in. They are the new Palma here in town. Palma is the team that usually comes in, and what I mean when I say that, Palma is the team that usually when they come into enemy territory, they have a mark on their back almost immediately as soon as they get off the bus.
Yeah.
I've covered football in this area long enough to make this kind of statement, but Salinas High is definitely this season at least. You guys can consider yourselves the superpower here in Salinas. Anytime a team beats Palma locally here in Monterey County, the Tri-County area, they can carry some bragging rights at least for the rest of that year.
For that season, that is true.
Yeah. So you were at the homecoming last week, correct?
Yes.
So just tell me a little bit about the atmosphere for Salinas High homecoming this year with such a great record.
Honestly, our class, our group of students have great school spirit, and they keep the football players pumped, and it showed too at the homecoming game. I mean, Salinas High was just creaming Monte Vista Christian, like just creaming it. Yeah,
no other way to put it. No. I mean, you
there's
just
no
gotta be straight
softer
up
way to
about
say it. Yeah, there's no other way to say it. I mean, they creamed them, and I mean, people were already leaving like from the beginning to mid fourth quarter. They're like, all right, we're done. Let's just go over to the dance. There's no way they're coming back.
Youthful exuberance. I love the youthful exuberance. Looking at a preview from this week's blog from John Devine over at prepnation.blogspot.com. You can read John Devine with the Monterey Herald, good friend of mine. Shout out to John. He has all the rundown on our local area football squads and all local prep sports. But looking at his preview for tonight, and one of his keys, Emma, here, Cowboys have to be careful about looking ahead to their anticipated title showdown with Aptos in 2 weeks. So definitely kind of what I mentioned before. Salinas High may have their mindset on playing Aptos for the league title, but don't let this be a trap game, more or less.
Yeah. Everyone's really getting, they're really prepping for the Aptos game. I've seen a couple of their practices, and I mean, I know our student section and everyone at Salinas High is getting ready for that game because we're getting bussed out there. So,
you gotta get the squad ready, get the fans ready to make that move out there.
Yeah.
And Salinas High has won 5 straight, so you guys are definitely on a high right now.
Yeah.
Alvarez has dropped 5 straight. They've had a couple of really tough luck losses. So this Alvarez squad, they're a very athletic bunch, run really well. So hopefully they can get something going here.
Yeah, I mean, I think they will. I mean, I think this season's probably a really great growth season for them to understand what some of their weaknesses are, you know. And then for Salinas High, they're going to have to not get too cocky for the next season. So so we have, you know, those two weighing in.
Absolutely. And so we're getting ready for some pre-game ceremonies, folks. So we're going to go offline for a couple of minutes while they do the national anthem. Stand by. Wow. Awesome, amazing rendition of the national anthem right there, getting the crowd pumped up here. We are live for MCAET TV, Friday Night Lights, welcoming you all from Everett Alvarez High School. Marcos Cabrera representing for MCAET TV, and we are going to get ready for this kickoff as the color guard leaves.
We're going to talk for 2 minutes at halftime, and then come back for 2 minutes before halftime. 2 to 3 minutes we have to talk.
Great rendition of the Star Spangled Banner as folks are. So it looks like Salinas High has won the toss, and they will receive the ball here as we prepare. Salinas High gets onto the field, and we are ready to go here. Looks like just waiting for Alvarez to get back on the field. All right, here comes Alvarez onto the field now as we get ready for this NBL showdown. And what'd you think of that Star Spangled Banner there?
Honestly, that was a really good Star Spangled Banner. I mean, I'm pretty impressed. Alvarez has some really great talent. That was really, really cool. I think that was a really unique and awesome way to honor our flag. So
shades of Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock. That's way too old for you, right? Way too old of a reference.
Yeah.
Weimer at the 15, working right side. Weimer at the 20. Weimer at the 25, 30.
And we got some action already here as Weimer going up the middle. And that are going up the sideline, and that will get taken straight to the house for Salinas High School. How about that, Emma?
Yeah.
Right off the bat, Salinas High School with a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Yeah, with Jeffrey Weimer making that score right there.
Yeah, Jeffrey Weimer for the Salinas High School Cowboys with the touchdown.
I sent your phone. Yeah, I mean, Cowboys are on a good roll so far, starting off.
Yeah, I'll say. Up 6-0 with 11:44 on the clock as they line up for the kick here. And that looks like it'll be the snap is up, the snap kick is up, and the kick is good.
By number 34, Salinas High.
And that's looking like Adrian Hernandez. Adrian Hernandez with the extra point, and that'll get us going here right off the bat. Salinas High School just giving no indication that they're looking past this Alvarez squad.
No, not even on their home turf.
Yeah, no mercy. No mercy.
No. And to give you guys the score, Salinas High is at 7 and Alvarez is at 0. And that's the beginning of the first quarter, and with a time of 11 minutes and 44 seconds.
And the fog is settling in here. You can see a little bit on your screen there.
Yeah.
At home, or if you're watching this on your devices. And by the way, I want you to get ahead and let them know where they can be watching this.
All right, guys. So you can watch tonight's game live on Comcast Channel 26, Charter Channel 17, HD Digital 38.1, or you can live stream us on your mobile devices at MCAET, and it's spelled MCAET.org/live. You can also watch the game over again on YouTube, or go to MCAET.org/YouTube to rewatch tonight's game and past football games. And this is MCAET TV, brings you live to football broadcast complete with slow motion replay, multiple camera angles, and commentators directly to your home and mobile devices. So do not miss any of the action with MCAET TV. Again, that's Comcast Channel 26, Charter Channel 17, HD Digital 38.1, or live stream us, guys, on your mobile devices. at MCAET.org/live. So there's no real excuse to miss tonight's
No
game.
excuse to miss tonight's
No
game.
excuses.
If you're not here live, got plenty of. Just hang out with us. Hang out with me and Emma.
Or unless you're like Marco's here and he has a bedtime, you know. You can watch it tomorrow on Saturday too, or Sunday.
I got no bedtime tonight. I'm going to be partying hard with you here at MCAET TV tonight, Emma. And we got the handoff over there, going over to the right-hand side. And that'll be Michael Ramirez. Okay, so I'm just going to let you know how old I am.
All right.
Michael Ramirez, number 7 for Everett Alvarez High School. I went to high school with his dad.
Dang.
Yep. So I'm out here. I'm watching children of folks that I played Little League baseball with. So I'm feeling pretty old right now, Emma. Why don't you go ahead and take the wheel? Take the wheel here.
You're barely feeling old just now.
It just hit me right now at this moment.
Just right now.
That's another handoff over to Ramirez. Gets about a yard on that one. It will be 3rd and about 6 with the ball marked. Oh, somewhere near the 33-yard line. 10:40 on the clock here in the first quarter. Alvarez in the huddle.
Third play of the drive for
Remind me later on the broadcast to tell you what I got coming up later on next week.
All right.
It's age-related.
It's age-related.
It's absolutely age-related.
Age-related.
Yes.
Martinez will take the belt high snap. Looks left, throws left.
Ooh.
Snap. Ooh, and that
Nice
one gets knocked away by a defensive back. That was Isaac Jacinto. Isaac Jacinto.
I think so, yeah. I think they pronounce it.
Isaac Jacinto with the nice bat away on that 3rd down and long. So that will bring up the punt team. And Alvarez will get a quick 3 and out with 10:13 on the clock. Not much time went off the clock. And Ramirez with the punt. And that was a good kick. And that'll take a nice little Alvarez bounce. That's going to go all the way inside the 10. That's going to get to the, that's going to get actually to the 1-yard line. So that's going to be almost at the 1-inch yard line for the Cowboys. So if you're Alvarez, if you can't contain them on special teams, you might as well just pin them at the 1-inch line. That's a pretty good strategy if you can't get anything going on offense there, Emma.
Yeah. Right now, it looks like Salinas High just got out of their huddle right now.
And they will be coming up onto the field.
And again, the time right now is we're in the first quarter with 10 minutes and 4 seconds left on the clock.
And so that's a pass over to the right flat, and that is going to be caught. That is number 6, DeMonte Huntley. So Huntley with a nice little pass there.
Yeah. You got a nice hit too for it.
Yeah, absolutely. So Brett Reed in the shotgun. Takes a snap, and that's going to be a little bit of a handoff over there. It's going to go up the middle. That was Richard Serta on the handoff there, Emma. 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. You feeling cold yet?
No, not too bad.
Okay, just let me know.
Not too bad.
Let me know when you start feeling that chill.
The chilly breeze.
The chilly breeze, all that fog.
Fall, the fog for fall.
Now I was running a little late coming into tonight's game. I had to take my 6-year-old daughter over to Creekside Elementary School here around the corner. It was their fall festival, so
That's cool.
Gotta take the kids out and show them a good time.
Cool.
As Reed goes back, and that is a big hit.
Yeah.
That is a big hit on the Alvarez side. Jeffrey Welmer making that catch on the right sideline. This will
That was
bring
a really
up
great catch.
3rd down. Yeah, Welmer with a nice catch. Welmer already has a touchdown on the game. That was about 5 yards. That'll bring up about 3rd and 5. Ball marked down just inside the 20. Reed with a funky catch of the snap, and that's going to be up the middle. Kelly McDermott with a nice little run up the middle. And that's going to get marked somewhere near the 25-yard line, just short of the first down, Emma. So Salinas High School, probably your Cowboys, yep, going to punt it. So your Cowboys did a good job at least getting out of getting out near the end zone there, just unable to convert on that third down.
Yeah, I think they're wanting to give Alvarez a little of a break, you know, let them slide a little, just a little.
No, mercy's for the weak, so you know that, right? And no one, your Cowboys aren't giving any breaks. They just need to make something happen. They've already made it happen. They're up 7-0 as the clock ticks down near the 8-minute mark.
Yep.
And we have
a flag, a yellow flag.
What do we call those here?
We call those banana slugs because they make everything go so much slower.
Absolutely.
You know, because the game's not long enough. I mean, they need to add a couple more minutes, a couple more seconds to it. So.
Because you know we got nothing better to do.
Yeah,
right?
I know. We know.
You can, don't worry, folks out here at MCAET TV. We love hanging out with you all as the fourth down comes up, and it is going to be punted up, and that is going to get down near the 50-yard line. That ball will land somewhere near the 47-yard line for Everett Alvarez. So good field position for the Eagles with 7:48 on the clock.
We got some passionate parents up here. we love our parents.
Yeah, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Hey, it's Friday Night Lights. You are here with us on MCAET TV. 7:48 on the clock.
Martinez has set his offense. They'll give it to Ramirez.
So that is another handoff over to Ramirez. Goes over to his left-hand side, and he's gonna get the ball over near the 50-yard line, about 3 yards on that one, Emma. Gotta love the Salinas fog.
Yeah, we haven't had really that much fog lately, though.
Yeah, it's starting. It's
starting to come back.
Around football season time is usually when you start to see it, and you guys can't. I don't know if you can see it out there in TV land, but it is rolling in pretty thick right now.
Yeah, it's pretty thick.
And that is going to be a completion over to the right-hand side, and that's going to be Isaiah Correa.
And it was taken by number 27, Hunter Mason.
And that will get the ball inside the 50, near the 48-yard line. That'll be third down and about 5. Third down about 5 at the 47-yard line with 6:40 to go here in the first quarter. If Alvarez can get on the board here, even a field goal, they're going to have to feel pretty good, at least hanging with the Cowboys here. And Martinez running up the middle, but getting really nothing on there. That ball will get marked just at the right around where the original line of scrimmage was, near the 48-yard line. So that'll be a 4th and about 6 as we near about 6:10 on the clock. And the Eagles staying in their huddle. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th and long. Pretty risky call here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Brad Mendez is going to go all in here with.
Looks like Alvarez cheerleaders are trying to get their student section pumped up and getting their Eagles ready to get going. I mean, it's still early though. It's only the first quarter.
It's only the first quarter.
It's only
Absolutely.
the first quarter.
Anything can happen as the Eagles call time out here with 5:46 to go here in the first quarter. Alvarez trying to make something happen. Give him props for that for sure.
Yeah.
7-0 Salinas High School here in the first quarter.
Yeah, and don't forget, guys, you can watch tonight's game live on Comcast Channel 26, Charter Channel 17, HD Digital 38.1, or live stream us on your mobile devices, guys, at mcate.org/live. So come watch. Don't miss anything, because, I mean, there's no way you can miss anything. It's going to be a great game. I can already feel it.
Gonna get you all caught up on a couple of scores around the league right now. Gilroy is up 10-0 over Monterey, and Watsonville currently has a 7-0 lead over Gonzales. This is as reported by John Devine on Twitter. Follow him at John J. Devine, as Alvarez will punt the ball. And that's going to be, that's got to be a flag.
The banana slug, the yellow flag. We love the banana slug, the yellow flag.
So are you going to be banana slug for Halloween?
You know what? I was actually thinking about it, but I didn't want to be slow on Halloween, so Halloween's already a long night, you know.
Yeah.
Trick or treating.
Gotta be quick when you're trick or treating. Gotta be quick on your feet. Absolutely.
Those kids are vicious.
Oh, you don't trick or treat?
I trick or treat, yeah. I trick or treat.
Oh,
I'm milking it all the way up till I'm an adult.
I did it right. I think I did it right up to my junior year, maybe even my senior year. That's how I trick or treated. So.
I mean, you get weird looks, but it's okay.
Yeah, no, you get totally weird looks,
yeah,
especially when your classmates open the door. And
they're like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Hey, I'm not 18 yet. Okay, gotta milk it. All this free candy while I can." Kay?
Legally, you're a child. Just tell them legally, I'm a child.
Legally, yes. From the state of California, yes.
And the ball will be marked near the 34-yard line. 5:37 to go on the clock with Reed in the shotgun formation. Ball's back in the pocket, goes to his right, and that ball will be incomplete. Ball was intended for John Mendala. You know any of these guys that I'm calling off their names?
I know a couple of them, yeah.
You know John? John Mendala?
I feel like I do. I just need to see like the actual face.
That's the way it is.
I know
that's why I am too. Yeah, I think I know that guy. Like, I just need to. That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I know Callie for sure. I know Reed. I know Adrian Hernandez.
That's Reed. Ooh, with a very, very dangerous throw there. And that was a nice deflection. That's going to be a Noah Santivesteven. Noah Santivesteven for the Eagles with a really, really nice play. Jumped the route there and got the incompletion. Almost got the interception there, Emma.
Yeah, almost, yeah.
5:25 to go here in the first quarter. And that's going to be a handoff, and that's going over to the left-hand side. He has lots and lots of room. That was Richard Serta.
I know Richard Serta.
Serta?
Yeah, I've had a couple classes with him.
What's he like?
He's pretty cool.
A good guy?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's pretty cool.
Right on. Well, he was good enough to get the first down on that run. That will be marked at the 45-yard line with 5 minutes and 14 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Cowboys already up 7-0, trying to make something happen again.
Ooh, pass to number 6, which is John Mendala. There you go.
John Mendala. That's going to be over to the flat to the right-hand side. He's going to get a good chunk of yardage, probably about a 5-6 yard gain on that one. That'll be 2nd and 5 with 4:50 to go. Ball at the 50-yard line. Reed back. Finds a receiver wide open up the middle. That is Jeffrey Weimer, I'm sorry. Weimer's name getting called over and over here.
Yeah.
And Weimer's, he's an athlete.
Yeah, he's great at what he does. This is the first time I've actually heard his name coming up so much, though, in a game. Haven't heard his name so much in previous games.
Weimer stepping up against Alvarez as Reed takes the snap, and he goes right to the right side. And he's going to get a nice little gain. That ball get marked somewhere inside the 30, probably around the 29-yard line. So the Cowboys advancing on Eagles territory with 4 minutes, 19 seconds and counting on the clock. Clock keeps ticking down.
Yeah, and we are in the first quarter still.
Salinas up 7-0.
That was a nice drive by number 9.
That was Reed again, holding the ball for the first down.
Yeah, that was a really great drive right there.
Reed looking good.
Yeah, he's very athletic.
Finds Weimer again. And that ball, that's going to get about 3 yards. So that'll be 2nd and 7. Ball marked near the 16-yard line with 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And the Salinas Cowboys, your Cowboys looking good so far this first quarter, Emma, in control.
I mean, they are doing pretty great this season, so I don't expect anything less.
Number 8 in CCS.
Yeah, and tonight here at Alvarez on their home turf, it's they're donating their every ticket to the profits from all the tickets to breast cancer to a I forgot what the foundation was, but it was a fund for breast cancer victims. So
Very, very, very good cause to raise funds for, as that will get handed off to Richard Serta. Gained about 1 yard on the third down, and that won't be enough, nearly enough to get the first down and convert. So that'll be 4th and about 5 with the ball marked down at about the 14-yard line. 2 minutes, 45 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. Winding down, and it looks like the Cowboys are going to come up and go ahead and make the field goal attempt. So with the ball marked at about the 14-yard line, this will be a about 30-yard field goal attempt. And that looks like it is
Adrian Hernandez that's going to be kicking the field goal.
Is that Adrian? It's Hernandez with the field goal, and that's going to be wide left. No good. Wide left, no good. With 2 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock, the Alvarez Eagles will take over at about the 20-yard line now after that missed field goal. So Alvarez sticking around in the first quarter. Kind of similar to when they played Palma, and that's just the tough luck thing with these Eagles. Just able to hang with tough competition, but not really able to advance or take advantage of some of their good fortune.
Yeah.
Martinez. He is going to hand it off over to Michael Ramirez, and that's going to get maybe about a yard or two.
That was a nice dog pile right there.
Yeah, went right into a just a sea of white and purple and gold jerseys there and helmets.
So do you know anything about Alvarez's team? Is it mainly seniors? Are they starting over like LSL, or do you know by any chance?
Looking at their roster right now, I see a lot of seniors. It's a pretty senior heavy roster. So that will be another banana slug there, Emma.
Yep, a penalty. We should make a song for it. I feel like we should make a theme song for it. I think it deserves its own song.
I already have a tune in my head.
Sing it.
Banana slug.
There you go.
Set to the tune of Panama by Van Halen.
There you
for
go.
all of my hold aheads. That'll be a penalty against the Cowboys. That'll put the ball somewhere near the 26. Thank you for not laughing uncontrollably at my weak attempt at singing there, Emma. I appreciate.
Yeah, I know.
I appreciate our friendship.
See, I got you, Marcos.
Hand off over to Michael Ramirez, and that's going to be good for our first down for the Eagles. That ball will get marked down near the 31-yard line with 1 minute and 25 seconds. Clock winding down here in the first quarter. First quarter go by pretty quick.
Yeah, it is. This game is going pretty by quick with the score of Alvarez 0 and Salinas High 7. So who do you think is going to win, though, tonight? Do you have any predictions? Or
no predictions at the moment. I mean,
it's still pretty early.
If we were to bet like $1, my money would go on your team just because you guys are up 7-0.
Yeah.
But, we'll wait and see. See what Alvarez has. If this crowd can get a little livened up, maybe Alvarez can gain some momentum. But that was a 6-yard run by Ramirez. So that'll get about 2nd and 4 with the ball marked at the 37-yard line. And that's another handoff to Ramirez. And Ramirez looking really nice. Looks like he's getting some momentum, getting it going. And that's going to be another first down. That'll stop the clock at the 32-second mark with in the first quarter here as we're winding down. Ball get marked down somewhere near the, it's right about the 42-yard line there, Emma. So Alvarez trying to make something happen.
I think they'll make something happen. I mean, they're on home turf again. I mean, they don't want to lose. I mean, if they are going to lose, they don't want to have, they want to be at least somewhat close to Salinas High in scoring.
Definitely want to be competitive as Martinez takes that for the quarterback keeper over to the right-hand side. Ball get marked at about the 49-yard line, and that will mark the end of the first quarter with Salinas High School up 7-0 over the Alvarez Eagles. Marcos Cabrera with my partner
Emma Garcia here, folks, and don't forget, watch live on Comcast channel 26, Charter channel 17, HD digital 38.1. Our live stream is on your mobile devices, folks, at MCAET.org/live. So do not miss it. It's going to be a great game.
If you miss it, it's on you. It's not our fault. It's their fault.
See?
And for all you folks that are going to be catching this on the YouTubes, we do post these pretty quickly up on our YouTube channel. So definitely check that out, MCAET.org/YouTube. Last week's game against Soledad got posted up. The game was on Friday, got posted up next day on Saturday.
Oh,
so,
cool.
So
pretty quick.
Yeah. We're about that action here at MCAET TV.
And McKay, you guys are quick. We're quick at it. We're fast.
Ball marked at the 49. Martinez with the handoff. And that's going to be over. Frank Pinedo with the carry there and actually lost a couple yards, maybe a yard on that one. Ball being marked at the 48 with 11 minutes and 38 seconds. So I think it's time to play a game of How Cold Are You, Emma?
I'm not that cold. I'm just trying to make sure I'm like nice and warm for when it gets really cold. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm good.
Anticipating the cold. That's a strategy.
Preparing. Ooh.
As Pinedo again with a really nice carry after losing some yards. That one was a really, really nice carry. That's going to get him a first down. Ball be marked near the 42-yard line with 11 minutes and 18 seconds to go here. Alvarez got something cooking here, Emma.
They do, and I mean, Callie McDermott really felt that one. Number 2. Did you see that hit?
I didn't see the hit, but that was definitely a strong run.
Yeah, it was. That is for sure.
And that is, they're going back to Ramirez for that one. That one go over the left side, and that's going to be good for at least 5 yard lines. That ball get marked at about the 38-yard line with 10 minutes, 50 seconds, and counting on the clock, Emma.
I mean, this game is going to be great. I know it's going to be great. It's still early, so I mean, Alvarez still has a great chance. So hopefully Sunnyside doesn't get too cocky.
That was one of the things that I had to look out for going into this game.
Yeah, being cocky can really take you. Ooh.
Nice toss out into the flat, and that one gets caught by Isaiah Correa. So that is going to be close to, if not another first down. That should be enough for a first down. Ball marked near the 31-yard line.
Yeah, Alvarez really brought their A game tonight. I mean, Sunnyside better not, I mean, mistaking them to be any lower than them, because I mean they're going after it tonight. They're wanting to win. So, and it shows right now from these plays that they're doing.
And Ramirez with some nice yardage on that one, getting the ball inside the red zone. That mark will be marked at about the 17. Ramirez running strong.
Yeah, and was taken down by Callie McDermott, number 2 from Salinas High.
So McDermott getting his helmet into the mix here, but Salinas High's defense bending right now. Let's see if they break. Let's see if the Eagles can break them. Field goal would be nice. Getting some points on the board would be nice. But you got to think Martinez and his Eagles are eyeing that end zone. Want to get into and get some big points on the board here.
Yeah, I mean they're pretty close to it too, so they're getting fairly close.
Martinez in the pocket. That's going to be a nice little catch over onto the left-hand side.
Nice dog pile too on him.
Yeah.
He did a really good job though, like driving himself down too. He didn't go down right away.
And I think that was number 24, Isaiah Correa, with these dark jerseys. Sometimes these numbers are a little hard to see. I really don't like these dark jerseys, Emma. I'm going to be honest with you.
I know, that's why our school colors are the best.
I'm partial to, you know who I'm partial to, right?
Yes, LSL.
Yes, the green.
The green
and white. The green gang, as that's a handoff over to Ramirez. left-hand side. Maybe gained a yard on that one, but that'll bring up third and about 2 with the ball marked inside the 10-yard line, about the 9-yard line. So yeah, let's talk a little bit more about that green team over on the east side. My Alisal Trojans looking really good this year, making a playoff run. Yeah, absolutely.
What's their ranking right now?
I know that they're in the mix right now for first place berth. I think they're still in second place right now. Maybe I'll look at that. And that ball was gets passed over into the end zone, and that one gets batted away, intended for Lane Pierce. So Martinez looking for the end zone there on 3rd and short. After the Eagles had a healthy dose of running, tried to air it out in the end zone. And it looks like the Eagles are going to go for it on 4th down. So they need about 2 yards there. It's going to be the longest 2 yards of the game for them right here, Emma.
Yeah. And once again, the time on the clock is 8 minutes and 35 seconds, and this is the second quarter with a score of 0, Alvarez, and Cowboys at 7.
And so the Salinas High School Cowboys will take a timeout. So we are here live at MCAET TV, Friday Night Lights.
And I'm Emma Garcia.
And I'm Marcos Cabrera.
And don't forget, guys, I mean, don't miss tonight's game. It's going to be a great game. Alvarez versus Salinas High. So come and watch us. Watch tonight's game live on Comcast Channel 26, Charter Channel 17, or HD Digital 38.1. Or, I mean, come on, guys. You guys all have cell phones. Live stream us on your mobile devices at mccaet.org/live. So do not miss the awesome game. Or if you do, I mean, it's okay. McCaet got you covered. I mean, just go watch us on YouTube at mccaet.org/YouTube to rewatch tonight's game or, you know, any other games that you guys want to watch.
Absolutely. So going back to my Alisal Trojans, currently 4-1, second place in the Monterey Bay Pacific Division. So definitely in the mix for a playoff berth when they maybe weren't expected to be, as the Eagles get the handoff. That's over to Ramirez, and he's going to be short on that one. The Cowboys stop him short. Ball marked about the 8, maybe the 9-yard line. So the Cowboys defense, I was saying they were bending, but they didn't break.
Yeah.
And that's got to be a big sigh of relief for the Cowboys side, as their offense just isn't getting anything going. 8:28 to go here in the second quarter. Salinas High School 7, Everett Alvarez 0. We are live for MCAET TV Friday Night Lights as Salinas High takes over. And that is a big handoff over to Serta, and not much going on there. He may in fact have, I got about a yard. I was going to say maybe he lost some yardage, but he got about maybe 2 yards. So that ball will be marked at about the 12-yard line with now 8 minutes to go here in the second half.
But I mean, Alvarez is showing some pretty good, some pretty good force. Ooh, number 2 from Salinas High.
And that was a nice little run sweep to the right-hand side. That's Kelly McDermott. That's your boy Kelly McDermott. And we see that play over again. And McDermott takes it all the way to the sideline. Some nice little cuts there to evade some defenders there. Little jukes here and there.
Yeah, he's quick, and from that, that play right now that we just showed you, I mean, he is quick on his feet and quick at thinking.
Reed keeping the ball, goes over to the left-hand side, evades a couple of tacklers, finally gets tripped up near the 38-yard line, and that is going to be, at the 42-yard line with 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go. That's going to be getting into Eagles territory. So Salinas High School once again in business. But you know what, Emma? The Cowboys haven't scored a touchdown on offense here. They only have that very first play catching the Eagles off guard on the kickoff, the opening kickoff, and that's it. Nothing going really on offense.
Yeah, not really. That's kind of going slow right there.
And so that was a handoff. That was a handoff over to McDermott, and that ball will get marked at about the 35-yard line, just short of the 35-yard line with 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go. That will be second and about 4 for the Cowboys.
And again, the score is Alvarez is at 0 and Cowboys are at 7.
Reed sees a receiver open,
Ooh.
has a receiver open, and it bounces off.
It just bounces up.
That was intended for Weimer, but nothing doing there.
Yeah.
As Alvarez defenders all over that. That looked like Ramirez was out there and able to make that deflection. Really nice play on defense for the Eagles.
Yeah, that was great.
Not so great for your Cowboys, though.
No, I mean, I'm sure right now they're beating themselves over that bounce out of his hands. It literally was there and then gone.
Ooh, and that is a big handoff over to Mike Cortez, whose name, that may be the first time we were calling it all night, but Cortez, big guy, just went over the left-hand side and grabbed big chunky yardage. Ball get marked at about the 28-yard line with 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first half. Reed in the shotgun, and he's going to keep it. He's going to go over to his right-hand side and gets a nice little gain there. Cowboys moving the ball here once again. That's a good little 4-yard gain. Ball get marked at about the 24-yard line.
Yeah, our coach, the head coach, Coach Zank, there's actually 2 of them. His twin brother is also coaching too. So Coach Zank from Salinas High, that teaches at Salinas High, he's really taking this program really to the max. Ooh,
and he had McDermott wide open.
I hope we do a replay for that one.
Was wide open. Yeah, if we can get another look out in the booth, but McDermott was wide open.
Oh, that was...
Had a little bit of trouble locating the ball. Had to switch over, look over his right shoulder, then to his left, and that just came up just short for him. So
yeah. Oh, right there.
There's just a mixture of a late reaction and a short throw.
Ooh.
And that's going to be over to Weimer. That's going to be that's going to be just enough for a first down, looks like. Ball will get marked at about the 18-yard line. Actually, that'll be just short of the first down. So that'll be 4th and 1 for the Cowboys. And once again, Cowboys not able to make it happen on offense. Reed's going to get the first down, though. Reed will stretch it out for a first down, looks like, depending on the mark, but they've already called it a first down there. The ball get marked at about the 16-yard line with 5 minutes and 16 seconds on the clock.
Yes, I know my Cowboys fairly well, and I know they're beating themselves up. I mean, to know that they had it right there in their hands and then just have it gone.
Yeah.
Ouch, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to recover from those, but we'll see if they can.
Yeah.
And Reed will fake the handoff, and he's going to get hit right near the line of scrimmage. Reed probably gained about 2 yards on that one, but got pushed back quite a bit. Reed's a big boy, and there was just a gang of Eagles.
Yeah, I got to give credit to Elijah Mendia, number 71 from the Eagles, for taking it Brett Reed right down. I mean, that was a really good takedown.
And Reed is pretty much the tallest guy in the field, and he is probably about a half a foot shorter than him, but he got knocked to the floor pretty good there. Reed did. That's a handoff over to McDermott. They're going to go with that sweep again to the right-hand side, and he's getting a lot of room there on those sweeps. But what do we have? What do we have on the field? You see that right there?
You guys see that? The banana slug. The penalties. Woohoo! We love them.
Yep.
I hope I get some of those for Christmas. Yep.
Don't be surprised. There's a couple in your stocking if Santa.
Yep. Santa brought some presents early.
If you've been a good little girl this year, maybe Santa will bring you some. Definitely don't want to bring any to the Cowboys, but unfortunately they're getting an early Christmas gift in the form of about 10 yards lost on that play because of the penalty. Ball get marked at the 25-yard line. So Salinas High had the right play call on that one, but just some poor blocking technique.
Yeah.
Reed in the pocket has plenty of time. He finds Weimer up the middle on a nice little crossing right. Weimer going up, and he's in for a touchdown. 25 yards on that crossing pattern. and that'll give the Salinas High a 13-0 lead.
Here's a replay right here. Oh wait, maybe not.
No, that was the wrong play, but still.
Yeah.
Reed had just about all day and all day Friday and Saturday to throw that pass, and we were really speedy on that crossing pattern. Made a nice reception and just found the seam, went up the middle for a touchdown.
And I gotta give credit to the Eagles here. I mean, that was a really great hit right there, taking him down. I mean, I'm glad I'm not playing football. That's all I have to say.
Definitely is. The kick is looks like it's no good. Kick was no good, so I'm sorry. The kick is good. Kick is good, and so that'll give the Cowboys a 14-0 lead with 4 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in the half. Salinas High School scores its first touchdown on offense. Scored their first touchdown on special teams. Now they've scored their first touchdown on offense. So 4 minutes and 10 seconds. As tough as a deficit as this is for the Eagles, can't feel too bad because they've held the number 8 team in CCS to just 1 offensive touchdown. Yeah, and
I gotta give credit to these Alvarez cheerleaders right here. They're trying to get their student section pretty pumped. I mean, Salinas High is a little quiet, but
yeah, a little light this week.
But I'm surprised with the turnout, though. There's a lot of, from right here, from where we're at, across the field from the Salinas High section. I mean, it looks pretty filled for me for being a away game.
I love the way that you describe all the action on and off the field here, Emma. It's one of your best traits as an announcer here.
Thank you.
And so the Alvarez Eagles take the ball near the 18-yard line is where that ball get marked, with 4 minutes to go here in the first half. And what do we got coming up at halftime? Do you happen to know, Emma?
I don't know. I'm assuming something is going to be revolving around breast cancer awareness, because I mean their Rotary Interact Club, which in case some folks don't know, it's there's an adult group called Rotary, and then there's a high school version called Interact, and their club here is looks like they're selling a bunch of breast cancer awareness merchandise and food. And from the last time I checked, from when I talked to their club president, that all that money gets donated to breast cancer awareness. So I'm assuming it's going to be something with breast cancer, just not quite sure yet.
Yeah, absolutely. As the Eagles hand off over to Ramirez, that is good for about 6 yard lines. Ball get marked near the 24-yard line with 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the half. That'll be second and about 4 for the Eagles. Alvarez lining up Martinez shotgun, and Martinez fakes the handoff and just goes square up the middle, takes the ball to about the 30-yard line. And
here's a replay of that.
That was a really nice run there, Emma.
Yeah, it was. I didn't get to see the number who took him down, but gotta give him good credit for that too.
Eagles still unable to get on the scoreboard. Got 3 minutes and 15 seconds left here in the half to make it happen. Hand off to Ramirez. And Ramirez gets stuffed near the original line of scrimmage. That was Hunter Mason with the hit. And I said that was near the original line of scrimmage, but that was actually about a 3-yard gain. So that ball will get marked near the 33-yard line, almost the 34-yard line. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go here on the clock. The fog is just rolling in, folks.
I don't think I've ever seen this much fog before. Seriously, except for the mornings, but like so late at, at 8:24 in the evening, it's pretty heavy. I'd say. I don't know. What about you? You've been here longer than I have.
I've lived twice, more than twice your existence. So I've seen tons of fog here at
twice my lifetime.
Yeah,
From now.
Yeah. So what are you? 17?
Yeah.
Yeah. So almost 2.5 of your lifetime.
Wow. You've seen? I'm sure you've seen all of it.
I've seen it all.
You've seen it all.
I was here when football games were played with leather helmets.
Really?
No.
Oh. With the pigskin football?
A real pigskin football, yeah. 3rd and 7 for the Eagles. And that's going to be a handoff to Ramirez, who's making some nice, tough runs on this. Nice, tough spin moves on that one, I should say. And that ball get marked inside, right about the 43-yard line. Great run by Ramirez, who is looking really, really good here tonight. He had a tough game against Palma when we broadcast here a few weeks ago on MCAET TV, but he's really running hard tonight. His dad's got to be proud.
Ooh, that was a nice dodge right there.
Nice little move.
Yeah, dodging number 57 from Salinas High. Let's see, 57 from Salinas High, which was Sebastian Gomez. Dodging him. He was like twice his size. So that was a really great dodge. You gotta give props to Alvarez.
2nd and 9. Martinez picks a handoff. He has a receiver.
Ooh, missed.
Just missed out on a nice little reception to Isaiah Correa. That was passed. That was missed just near the 30-yard line, but Correa had a little step away, had some room off of his defender. Just couldn't get his get turned around to make that catch happen.
Yeah.
So that'll be 3rd and 9 with 1 minute and 44 to go here in the first half. Ball marked near the 43-yard line.
Wow, this game is going by really quick.
We'll see. The third quarter is usually when things slow down, as me and Adam experienced last week out in Soledad. And the handoff to Ramirez on 3rd down, nothing doing. Maybe a yard, but that ball get marked near the 45-yard line. Shout out to your boy Adam Villasenor too, by the way.
Oh, yeah, he has a family thing going right now. His family's moving out to his cousin's having a birthday party, so happy birthday to Adam's cousin. But they're actually moving from out of Salinas, I believe, from what I understood, to King City. So yeah, he's celebrating his little cousin's birthday.
Wow, well, big up to Adam, big boy Adam, as I like to tease him.
Adam. I call him my freshman.
Your freshman?
Yeah, my freshman Adam. He's a junior. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I just tease him, but
he's definitely a junior. He's definitely not a freshman. He's in the same class with my son, so.
Yeah.
Ball marked at about the 45-yard line. You still haven't met my son, have you yet?
I don't think so.
Hunter Smith?
It sounds like crazy, like super duper familiar. You said he plays basketball, right? Didn't you say
he's going out for the basketball team this year, so.
Ooh, missed.
And that kick get marked down near the 26-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 at about the 27-yard line with 1:28 to go here in the first half.
So I think I might have a little sneak peek for you guys on what's going to happen in halftime. The Salinas High Cheerleaders, every year, the game before Halloween, they do a special Halloween cheer dance. So, I can see them across the field right here. Looks like they're practicing for it. And I saw a couple of them looking a little creepy with their one red eye, one blue eye, blood splattered all over their shirts. So
that was a really graphic description.
Yep, I gotta describe it to them. Might not be able to see it through the spot because it's so thick.
Reed with the completion to Mandala, now goes back into the pocket, has a receiver. Ooh, and that was meant for McDermott, but just nothing doing. McDermott begging, pleading for a flag there. There was some contact down the field on that.
Yeah.
Ref either may not have seen it or just thought that there wasn't enough there. So this will bring up a 3rd and 6, ball marked at the 32 with 1 minute and 1 second to go here in the first half.
They still don't have the ball as the offense breaks the huddle. Now they've got it back out on the field. Take a look at it. We've got the ball.
So how cold is Emma?
I'm actually not that cold this time around.
All right.
I'm not that cold.
You know, I just
don't jinx me though.
I give you a hard time just because I tell you to wear thick socks or some boots, and of course Emma shows up with some
slacks and some dress shoes.
Some slacks, and not just any kind of dress shoes, though, folks. These are almost like spaghetti strap dress shoes with open ankles almost, and her foot is exposed, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
I know. We know that the old time folks has to keep his warmth.
It's just the general human condition of warmth. Like, it ain't even old timers. Like, and that ball is complete over to Ivan Curiel for the Cowboys, but there's a flag. I'm sorry.
The banana slug, our best friend, the flag, the penalty, the shebang, the shabam, the whole 9 yards.
Should we name the banana slug at some point?
I don't know. What do you want to name it besides banana slug?
I was thinking Ben.
Ben the banana slug.
I mean, it's your creation, to be honest. So you're the one that should.
Or slimy Ben, banana slug.
Slimy Ben.
Slimy Ben.
Well, if we're gonna go with slimy, then slimy Sid or something.
Slimy, or just Slimester.
Reed with the screen pass, but nothing doing on that one. Got a really bad snap and then unable to get the throw off. 46 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball is marked down at about the 29. Second and 13 with 46 seconds to go here in the first half. And so we are going to, at halftime, MCAET has something planned up, right? They have a video planned?
Yeah, they do. We're going to talk to you a little bit before we go about, what's happening in the game, what's happening in halftime for a couple minutes, and then you'll watch your video, your commercial. You guys will love it. It's going to be great.
Reed trying to find his boy Weimer again, but gets rejected right there. And the Cowboys unable to get anything really downfield. They got the touchdown to Weimer in the earlier in this quarter, but that was more up the middle. Reed trying to get his receivers up the sidelines, but nothing doing. These Eagles playing really good defense on the sidelines here, Emma.
Yeah, they are. And I really have to give some gratitude to Alvarez. I mean, they're holding up pretty well, I think. Ooh.
And that is Weimer up the middle. That is what has been working for the Cowboys. That'll get past the 50 as we see that pass once again. Weimer took a nice little hit there, and he will step out. Looks like he's having a little trouble, needing a little assistance to get off the field, but going up at least on his own 2 feet. So that's a good little sign there. And this will be a timeout by the Cowboys with 31 seconds to go here in the first half. You are live with us, MCAET TV Friday nights. I'm Marcos Cabrera.
And I'm Emma Garcia.
And we are in the house here at Everett Alvarez High School. Salinas High School up 14-0 over the Everett Alvarez Eagles as the referees confer at midfield. 31 seconds to go here on the clock.
Yeah, Salinas High is really going to have to, fix those minor mechanics, too, if they're going to want to be Aptos next week, which I'm sure they are going to want to. So I'm sure on Monday they're going to be running those drills like crazy.
Absolutely, as Reed sifts back in the shotgun position. 1st and 10. Reed back. Sees it to the left-hand side and tries to get it out to McDermott, but there are not one but 2 Eagles defenders out there led by Isaiah Correa. So Correa is really stepping up here in the secondary for the Eagles, looking really good, not letting anything get past him.
No, I mean, and the Eagles too in general, their team for keeping it, pretty solid, 17-0. I mean, they still have a really great chance to come back. So for keeping that, I have to condemn them on that.
Reed has the receiver open and he makes the catch. That is a completion to Serta. Serta gets the catch near the 16-yard line. So the Cowboys, 17.6 seconds left here on the clock in the first half. Reed brings his squad over to the line of scrimmage, actually beating out the sticks here. Clock ticking down. Reed will take the snap, and that will be a down to stop the clock here. 2nd and 10. Ball marked at about the 16 with 13 seconds left. Reed with the spike. And Salinas High should have enough time to get, if they're going to just go for straight shots to the end zone, definitely 2, possibly even 3 plays to go here for the Cowboys. Reed going up the middle. McDermott.
Ooh, he scored.
Touchdown. 16 yards. Reed to McDermott.
Yep.
With 8.6 seconds on the clock here in the first half, and
some nice chest bumps going along the team members.
You know, Emma, can me and you try doing one of those jump and bumps into each other at some point before the season ends? Those look like a lot of fun.
No, they hurt.
You know from experience?
Yeah, I tried it with a couple of my friends and it hurts.
I like how you just said no.
It hurts.
That's not going to happen.
Especially with guys, it hurts.
Well, I was thinking just because I'm so old, I probably can't get more than 6 inches off the ground.
Like a centimeter off the ground.
Yeah, so...
Fly a little.
So you'd actually, I'd probably be taking more of the impact from you. You'd probably elevate over me.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not happening, man.
It hurts. It actually really does hurt.
What did you guys do? Just bang heads into each other?
We like jumped. Me and my friends were like chest bump, and we like went at, like against each other.
Oh, a chest bump.
Yeah, that hurts. And we've done a shoulder bump.
I want to do the shoulder bump. I want to do like the running and jumping shoulder bump, but
especially when you go up against like a really big dude and like that hurts. You probably didn't even feel it was like a little like a little small like.
I'm gonna see if I can get Adam involved in that.
Adam probably will do it.
But Adam might actually knock me square to the floor. So.
Right, Adam, you're watching, right? We know you will.
You better be watching, Adam.
We're just gonna volunteer you anyways.
21-0. Cowboys have the lead with 8 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball gets in. Alvarez brings it out to about the 15-yard line with 5 seconds to go here in the first half. Salinas High has a 21-0 lead.
Yeah, they're actually doing pretty great. I mean, Alvarez is doing pretty well too. I mean, trying to keep up with them. I think they're doing pretty well. Their defense is doing pretty well.
Yeah,
and their offense.
Defense was doing pretty good for maybe the first quarter and the half, and then Alvarez just with Salinas High with just 2 touchdowns here before the end of the half, and kind of giving themselves just a really solid cushion here going into halftime.
Yeah, and the time runs out, and that's the first half for you there. With a score of Eagles 0 and Cowboys 21. Right now, their halftime is going to start right now pretty soon. And it looks like they're going to have 15 minutes on the clock for halftime right there.
Yeah, absolutely. 15-minute halftime here as we go over some of the highlights for the game. And really, it's just been all Salinas, literally from the opening gun here. First play of the game, Weimer takes the ball about almost 75, 80 yards for a touchdown on the very first play of the game. Jeffrey Weimer gets the score for Salinas High, and then Weimer again on a 25-yard touchdown pass from Brett Reed to give the Salinas High Cowboys the 14-0 to lead. And then finally, Reed finds Kelly McDermott with 8 seconds to go on the clock here in the first half to give the Cowboys a 21-0 lead. And that's where we stand currently. Salinas High up 21-0 here at Alvarez High School. Marina with a 22-12 halftime lead over Santa Cruz. So the Mariners trying to get another win after a pretty tough season so far. And Seaside, again, as last reported about 19 minutes ago, Seaside up 23-14 over Palma in the second quarter. So some pretty interesting scores all around the league here, Emma. And of course, we're here at Everett Alvarez High School, Friday Night Lights Live for MCAET.
Yes, and I'm Emma Garcia once again.
Marcos Cabrera.
And don't forget, folks, you can watch us live. Or, I mean, if you can't finish watching the whole entire show, then, I mean, come watch us on YouTube tomorrow at MCAET.org/YouTube to rewatch this game or even past games. If you want to see Salinas High beating Palma.
Classic game with you on the call.
Yes.
I told you and Adam after that game, you guys got to call a historic game. So I was really proud of the job that you both did.
It was great. And it looks like Alvarez is getting their banner ready for their football players to come in. It says, "In this house, we fight against." It looks like breast cancer.
Yes, and that is a really awesome message and motivation for this squad here. And I can't see it on the camera right now, but Salinas High School also making a little dramatic entrance of their own. Now we can see that running through some of a couple of parallel lines of cheerleaders. They are pumped up for this second half. Touchdown so far by Weimer and McDermott, and of course touchdown passes all by Brett Reed here so far in this game. Salinas High with the 21-0 lead as
the clock winds down.
The clock winds down here, getting ready to start the second half. And I still don't see any sign yet of the Eagles.
Yeah, I don't see them either. I'm curious on when they're gonna come.
Yeah, so we still got a couple more minutes.
I see them right here. It looks like they're just walking out of the locker room.
Yeah, so probably about another couple more minutes till action resumes here on the field. And just going over a review of that first half, you know, you gave some props to the Eagles. At least for some of their defense.
Yeah, some hard hits right there. I know our Cowboys are going to feel those hits tomorrow if they're not feeling them now.
I really liked some of their defense. At least the secondary played pretty good, protecting the sidelines.
Yeah.
Reed kept trying to throw long passes along the sidelines, wasn't able to make anything happen, but they are definitely vulnerable up the middle on passes. Both Weimer and McDermott's touchdown passes came balls between the hash marks or close to the hash marks. So Alvarez is going to have to tighten that up for the second half. They've been exposed a little bit, especially with those last two touchdowns. And we'll see if they can make the adjustments. But even then, just Salinas High School pretty dominant on defense. Eagles got a good ground game going with Ramirez getting big chunks of yardage, but unable to punch it in so far.
Yeah, and it looks like they're coming out right now and about to run through the.
We're gonna see a nice little burst through the.
In this house, we fight against breast cancer, and I loved how Alvarez does this great event. I wish we would do that at our school, like have an event like this and just dedicate it to a cause. I think that's
absolutely great. Breast cancer, just something that it's a scourge.
Yeah.
It's just takes so many victims every single year as the Eagles burst through the banner. And we're ready for some Friday Night Lights here.
Yes, we are. And once again, I'm Emma Garcia.
Marcos Cabrera.
And the score, you know, again, it's the Eagles are at 0 and Cowboys are at 21 with the time remaining 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock. And we are in the third quarter. So hopefully, you know what, we've been pretty fortunate to not have so many banana slugs and not too many penalties going out. So, I mean, that's nice.
Let's keep it that way, shall we?
Knock on wood. Hopefully.
And we're still at least a minute away from play resuming here. Any shout-outs this week?
Yeah, I want to give a big shout-out to my counselor, Miss Bowling. She said that she was watching tonight, so I want to say, hey, Miss Bowling, how's it going? In case you don't know Miss Bowling, she's the best counselor out there in the entire world. That's
a scientific fact, right?
Yeah, it's a fact. It's a proven fact. She's just amazing. She's great. And I just got to give a lot of love to her. And I want to give love to my mom. Hi, Mom. Love ya. Hi, Jacob, my little brother.
Oh, Jacob.
Jacob, yeah, he's cute.
Yeah. I'll give a shout out to my mom. Aww. Why not?
Yeah.
She's not listening, but shout out to Mom. Moms are awesome.
Spirit. She's listening. She's you know, she's
Moms
there.
rock. My wife too. My wife is an amazing mom. You want to go ahead and read off, give a shout out to our staff crew roster before
Yes.
play resumes here?
So we want to give a big thank you to Andy Cabria. We want to give a big thanks to Carolina. Sorry, I'm going to put Panhota. Daniel Garcia. Holden Buletil. Your last name, I'm sorry, I butchered it. Lizette Riley and Mario. And then Andrew Mooneyham, Tom Mooneyham, Chuck Parker, Jack Peterson, Kent Tagsmeyer, Justin
Reed Miller,
and Hamish Tyler. So,
what's up, Hamish? What's up, boss?
What's up, boss? Hope we're doing great.
I know he's watching. It's good. I haven't gotten any texts from him so far, so that's a good
So, I mean,
sign.
I guess it's a good sign, right?
That's a good sign. No notes
Much
yet.
love out to Hamish.
Yeah. As the Eagles will get the ball to open up the second half ball at about the 20-yard line. We are here. It's the very top of the second half here. Here we go. Martinez in the shotgun, hands it off. Mike Ramirez over the left side. Gains about 2 yards, so that ball get marked near the 22-yard line.
Man, I can't get over how thick this fog is. Like, it's crazy thick.
Yeah, and you get a sense of it on the screen if you're watching at home, but I mean, this is soup out here, folks.
Yeah, that's thick, like super thick. I've never seen fog be so thick before.
You've lived in Salinas your whole life, right?
Yeah.
Gotta get outside sometimes.
I know. I mean, I've only seen it this thick, I would say, in the mornings, and that's super thick, but I don't think it's been, I don't know. We've been pretty lucky, though. Lately, it hasn't been this bad.
No.
In the last couple
it's
years.
It's actually not too cold.
No.
It's not too cold here, as
pretty
Martinez takes the sack for a loss of about 5 yards. That ball get marked near the 15-yard line with 10 minutes, 55 seconds, and the clock ticking down here in the third quarter. Salinas High School lines up on defense. Martinez in the shotgun.
Ooh.
Don't know where he was throwing that to. Didn't appear to be any receivers in the area, but nonetheless, that'll be a 3-and-out for the Eagles. With the ball marked at near the 15-yard line, Alvarez will punt the ball away. 10:37 to go here on the clock in the third quarter. Friday Night Lights. MCAET, you are all watching here live. We are at Everett Alvarez High School.
Yeah, and I want to give a big thanks to Marcos right here.
Oh,
too. I forgot it wasn't on the list. I was like, wait, I'm missing. There's something missing here.
Well, thank you to you too, Emma. You've been wonderful all season here.
Thank you.
Great partner. You and Adam, really just doing a tremendous job. So proud of you both.
Yeah, and it's great to be able to learn and grow, and having you kind of be our guide on commentating too as well.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
big thanks to you.
You make my job easy. Not a lot of guidance I need to give you. And so Brett Reed will take over for the squad here as the Cowboys line up near the 48-yard line with 10:28 on the clock. And that's a handoff. That's a handoff over to Richard Serta, right-hand side. He picks up about 2 yards on that one, Emma. So I teased a little earlier. I got something coming up next week.
Yeah.
It's my birthday.
It's your birthday.
My birthday next week.
Wow.
Guess how old I'm going to turn?
49.
Close.
52. Am I close?
Close.
Not 52?
Not 52,
What?
believe it or not.
56?
Close.
Oh, no way.
No.
Like, I knew you were old, but not that old.
As the ball gets marked near the 45-yard line. Third down, about 5. Reed takes a snap, And
He's
gonna
going.
hand it off. Or, I'm sorry, he's going to fake the handoff. He's going to keep the ball. And he's going to get the first down. Ball will be marked at the 39-yard line.
Nice takedown by Alvarez, number 1, Jay Sanchez. That was a really great takedown by him.
Saved some more yards. Reed gets the first down. Ball will be marked at the 39-yard line with 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter as the fog rolls in and the cold comes in, starts to creep in.
Yeah.
Right along with it. Reed in the shotgun position. Drops back to the pocket. Has Weimer open again on that crossing pattern. That's just all day, and the only thing that prevented that from being a really big gain was the throw being, about a foot over Weimer's head, as we see on that replay. But Weimer does make the nice grab and then just loses his balance to follow the ball there. Ball being marked at about the 30-yard line, 2nd and 9 with 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Reed back. Has a receiver open. That is a completion over to Ivan Curiel. That'll be enough for a first down and a little more. So the ball get marked near the 27-yard line. Cowboys are in business here, Emma.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it shows too because, I mean, Alvarez hasn't made a touchdown yet, so sorry, Alvarez.
That's Serta, gets the handoff from Reed.
Ooh.
Tries to go up the middle, but gets met up by a pair of Alvarez defenders.
Yeah, you can hear all the helmets clapping together, so hitting each other.
Including Eddie Correa, right there with the tackle. We are under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Reed back, goes over to his right-hand side. Ooh, and that is a nice little hit, and there's a flag on a late hit, and yeah, you're gonna get called at every single time.
The banana slug.
The banana slug.
Yep, the penalty.
Tough hit.
Yeah, that one was due to that. You could hear the hit from over here. Am I right?
Yeah.
It was hard.
The referees conferencing, but that's going to be a personal foul on a late hit against the Eagles.
Yeah.
That's going to be about a 15-yarder. So that ball get marked. Ooh, probably somewhere near the 12-yard line. Ball's currently at the about the 27. So Alvarez made a nice stop there, but just an unnecessary late hit.
Yeah.
And the like I said, the refs are going to call that 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, just for the safety of the game here, safety of the players.
Yeah, it looks like the Cowboys got a good couple yards from it, though. So I mean,
ball will be marked at about the 15-yard line, and we do have a timeout as the Eagles sideline kind of demanding, I guess, an explanation on that. So the ref and the Eagles coach are in a little conversation there, and that is Alvarez coach Brad Mendez out there conferencing with the referees.
7 minutes and 48 seconds left in the third quarter.
So we have 7 minutes and 48 seconds to go here in the third quarter as play gets called back into play here. Reed back, moves his feet, has some time. Ooh, and that gets picked off.
Yeah, by number.
That was
Looks like number.
That was 24, so that was Isaiah Correa. And that was a really nice play. Correa has been playing really good out there in the secondary, and you're going to see he just kept his eyes on the ball, on a ball that just floated kind of in the air, and really the Cowboys receiver had no shot at that throw.
No, not at all.
Correa played it very well. Read that ball. Correa's been having a really good game out here all night, deflecting passes. Reed just playing with fire, throwing it to his side. I don't think Reed's going to be throwing to Correa's side much longer tonight, Emma.
No, and
As a handoff over to Mike Ramirez for about 5 yards. Ball get marked at about the 25-yard line. 7 minutes and 25 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Alvarez needs to get something going here. They got to be in desperation mode. Very close to being 4-down territory for them. They got to at least get on the scoreboard here. And that's a handoff over to number 23, Frank Pinedo. The clock goes down to under 7 minutes here in the third quarter. Alvarez with the ball marked down just about the 28-yard line here. 3rd down and 2 for the Eagles. As they announce lost set of keys, and I immediately go to check to make sure that I have my keys. Martinez hands it off over to Ramirez to the right side. He looks like he's going to get a first down. Martinez is looking really good. I mean, Ramirez looking really good tonight, Emma.
Yeah, we've mentioned his name a couple of times tonight, too. Fairly good amount of times.
Yeah, he's a strong runner. And like I said before, I grew up with his dad, so his dad was a tremendous athlete. Played for some really good ALSAL championship basketball teams back in my day. So
nice. A little history about ALSAL.
A little history.
A little history teacher.
I'm good being a journalism teacher at the moment. As Martinez with the nice little dump off over to Correa. Correa gets about 5. We'll call it 5 yards. Ball get marked at the 35-yard line with 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. The clock continues to roll as the Eagles once again getting some movement, but we'll see if they're able to capitalize and actually score a touchdown. And now 6 quarters of play here on MCAET. The Eagles have yet to score a point here this season during our broadcast, so they have been completely shut out during our broadcast here.
Yeah,
it would be nice to see them score some points.
Yeah, it would, to have them at least score at least 1 or 2 touchdowns. I mean, they are on home turf, but I don't know if our Cowboys are going to be that willing to give up touchdowns. So.
And we do have a score update now from John Devine. Anthony Villegas with a 7-yard touchdown run. Palma is now down only 23-21 against Seaside. That's in the third quarter. And Greenfield has a 27-19 lead over Soquel, also in the third quarter. Martinez with the pass against the Correa. He's had Correa for a couple of completions now on this possession. That'll get a first down. Ball get marked near the 43-yard line with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter, Emma.
Yeah, and it was a nice takedown by number 25, Andre Clowder from Salinas High. That was a really good takedown.
And I got an update on the World Series. The Houston Astros have won Game 3 of the World Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers. And I got to announce that just because I'm a Giants fan and I want to see the Dodgers lose. So
yeah,
just got to let you know that.
I'm with you.
Good job. Parents did a good job of raising you.
No, my dad's a Giants fan, and then I'm an A's fan, so.
Doesn't matter. As long as you have contempt for the Dodgers, your parents did a good job of raising you. And so that'll get a sack. Martinez goes down for the sack. Loses about 6 yards, so this will be 2nd down and 16. Ball marked at about the 38-yard line with 3 minutes 45 to go here in the third quarter. Martinez back, and that ball gets batted at the line of scrimmage, and a very, very dangerous play there for the Eagles. Pretty lucky that didn't wind up in the arms of a Cowboys defender.
Yeah.
That'll be 3rd down and long for the Eagles with the ball marked at about the 38-yard line. 3:38 to go here in the third quarter. One more score that I didn't get to mention before. Marina looks like they have a 30-12 win over Santa Cruz. And Santa Cruz is actually undefeated in the Pacific League coming into that game. So this could be a pretty good upset for the Marina Mariners. And that ball gets passed up the middle. That was going to Korea. And Korea didn't have a chance. That ball just zipped right past him there.
Yeah.
Martinez with kind of launched that one right up the middle. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 15 for the Eagles. They will be forced to punt on this one. Alvarez just unable to really get any momentum on offense here.
Nice kick right there.
And that's a nice kick that McDermott will get about the 16. And he's going to get knocked down, stopped at about the 29-yard line with 3 minutes and 19 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and can I mean, for Alvarez, not in the league, haven't scored yet. I mean, they're giving it their all though, and you can tell. I mean, they're those hits that they're giving to the Cowboys. Yeah. They're hard, and the Cowboys are feeling it. So even though they're not scoring, they have some really great defense. Yeah,
this Alvarez defense really stepping up against a tough, top-ranked opponent here in the whole Central Coast section. So got to give props to the home team's defense for sure tonight. Reed with the quarterback keeper takes it over the right-hand side, continues going, whipping around, spins around, and it looked like it may have been what looked like it was going to be about a 2 or 3 yards. He stretched it out pretty well, maybe got like past 5-6 yards. Yeah, that's going to get marked at about the 36-yard line. So Reed just showing off some good core strength there on that one.
Yeah, and he just goes, even though, I mean, he has, whoa, that was a good hit right there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That was a hard hit.
Nice little stick by Correa. And we've been calling Correa's name all night. He's definitely player of the game on the Alvarez side.
Yeah, his name's been brought up, I'd say, more than 10 times.
Yeah, easily.
He's on fire. He's doing great tonight.
And that's kind of pride that you got to have, that Alvarez just kind of demonstrating on the Alvarez side, when a guy like Correa can go out there and just play hard.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell if that was that looks like that was number 41 for the Cowboys, Mike Cortez, whose name we've only called once before here tonight. Mike Cortez gets a really nice run. That's going to be a first down. Ball marked at about the 47. Reed goes over to the right side, and he has some room over along that sideline there, and I think he got well enough for a first down there. That ball will get marked at about the 32-yard line in Alvarez territory. So once again, the Cowboys moving the sticks here. 1st and 10 at 32 with 2:05 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and you would think that, Alvarez, they have one of our coaches actually, Coach Sloss, it looks like right there. He used to coach at Salinas High, their football program on varsity, and so I'm sure he knows the playbook by hand,
Yeah.
So I'm surprised with having great intel from having a coach from the Cowboys, that they haven't scored yet.
Still got to execute, even if you have all the intel.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a handoff over to McDermott again on that sweep. And McDermott gets maybe a couple yards on that one. Salinas High just knowing what the Eagles' weaknesses are, and one of them is getting those long sweeps to the right sideline there, and those have been paying off all night, especially from McDermott. That will get marked down at about the 26-yard line. 3rd down, about 5 with 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Reed fakes the handoff, goes over to his left-hand side, and I don't think he's going to get enough. Nope, he's going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down. That ball get marked at the 25-yard line as the clock winds down, under 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Salinas High, looks like you guys are going to go for it on 4th down, 4th and about 3.
I just realized that Alvarez has 2 of our coaches. They also have Coach Mendes. Shout out to him. I haven't seen him in a while.
And that will be a turnover and downs for the Cowboys as the ball gets floated over the receiver's head there. Reed had a receiver open, and that could have been enough for a first down if he could have gotten that throw down maybe a couple of feet just lower. So Reed just unable to get the connection there.
Yeah, and they've been having a really hard time with that, though, throughout the game, though. I mean, from balls dropping, from balls popping out of their hands. So, yeah, like I said earlier, too, if they're going to want to be Aptos, they're going to really need to work on that this week.
And that is a handoff over to Ramirez up the middle. Ramirez stretches out that body to get maybe another half yard, but that'll only be about a 3-yard gain with the clock stopping at 22 seconds. And on the field, we have your buddy.
The banana slug, the penalty.
First banana slug of the second half, so.
Hey, I mean, the coaches have been pretty good with, the banana slug. They haven't been putting him out too much. So, I mean, that's good. And it looks like the Eagle section is getting crazy, chanting Eagle Power. So, I mean, it looks like their student section is getting a little wild up now.
That's the cool thing about Alvarez. We did see during the Palma game as well, just great school spirit.
Yeah.
This Eagles side is packed right now. We can't, if the camera crew could pan out and check out the Eagles fans, they would see that these bleachers are packed.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, they're pretty packed. I don't really see any open spaces at all.
And that's pretty good in when you're down 21-0, when your cheering section is still in the game, still present with this fog rolling in. So props to Alvarez, just this program.
Yeah.
Really great support system here.
And as the time winds down to 10, about 13 seconds left on the clock, with Alvarez still at 0 and the Cowboys at 21. We are in the third quarter, and the time has stopped at 9 seconds right now.
And that was a completion. Ball get marked near the 35-yard line for a first down. And that'll be the last play of this third quarter with the score 21-0. Salinas High in the lead, and the Eagles just looking to get anything on the board. Friday Night Lights, we are live from Everett Alvarez High School, MCAET, all up in your area. I am Marcos Cabrera.
And I'm Emma Garcia.
And Emma out here flashing cash.
Yeah, my money. Gotta make sure I still have it. Haven't lost it yet.
Emma with the bankroll.
Yep, my ones.
We will take a look around the league, and courtesy of my man, John Devine with the Monterey Herald. You can follow him on Twitter at John J. Devine. Marina still up 30-12 over Santa Cruz going into the fourth quarter. Gilroy with a 43-6 lead over Monterey and headed towards an 8-0 record this year. Some unfortunate news, not prep related, but Mason Foster, who prepped at Seaside High School, he is out with a season-ending shoulder surgery for the Washington Redskins.
Ouch.
So we will give props out to big Mason Foster of the Redskins. Wish him a speedy recovery. He's a great 831 representative. As we start this fourth quarter, 11 minutes, 45 seconds on the clock. The Alvarez Eagles trying to make anything happen here on offense, but that run up the middle gets stopped, probably for about a loss of about 2 yards. Ball get marked at the 34-yard line. Martinez in the shotgun formation, takes a snap. Oh, has a nice reception.
Nice.
Martinez connecting, and we will see that again. Martinez going downfield, and I'm not sure that he got his feet in for the completion. That was a pass over to Deshaun Foster, but there was also, I believe, a flag on the field. That's a penalty up against, they're calling it against the Cowboys. So that is going to be a holding penalty against the Cowboys, and that'll be a first down. That ball get marked at the point of the, looks like it's going to get called at the point of the penalty. So ball get marked at about the 44-yard line. Alvarez is now in Salinas High School territory.
Yeah, and then again, the time is 11 minutes and 2 seconds of the score of Alvarez at 0 and Salinas High 21 in the fourth quarter. And it looks like there's another penalty going on right now. Our banana slug friend.
You know, the game was just going at such a nice, quick pace.
Yeah, and then
the banana slug just decided that they
it's
couldn't
time
have
to
that.
shine.
They couldn't have it.
Yeah, the banana slug wanted his fame.
It's the banana slug world. We're just living in it.
Yep, there you go.
That'll be a penalty against the Eagles. That'll put the ball down at about the 48-yard line. So Alvarez back in their own territory. Second down and about 22. So this is going to be second and long. Eagles, Martinez back. Has a receiver with a step open. Oh, that was intended. Deshaun Foster. Oh, that was about maybe about about a foot out of his reach there. Foster caught eyes with it just kind of at the last second, but it just off out of his reach there. Martinez with that was a nice pass by Martinez. That was a nice timing route. Just couldn't make it happen. They probably do that in practice a lot, though.
Yeah.
Martinez back with the screen.
That was a nice throw.
Ramirez trying to make something happen, but he is going to get stopped.
Yeah.
At about the 48-yard line, and there is a flag there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
see.
surprised if it was for those hits, though. Those hits were pretty.
We'll see what the referees have to say, as there was a bunch of action around the ball.
Yeah. But those hits, I mean, from both teams, they're just brutally intense.
Brutal, yeah.
Yeah, they're intense. I mean, they're hitting hard. So I mean, that's what you should expect from varsity, though. So
we await the call. The referee is going to come, and that is a face mask call, personal foul. That'll be against Alvarez, but that penalty will be declined as it's a it's a third and about 16 now, with the ball at about the 49-yard line. So the Cowboys opting to decline what could have been potentially a second down and about a 30 plus, instead going forward to take the down. Martinez hands it off to Ramirez, but nothing going there. Maybe about a yard gain. That ball get marked at about the 48-yard line with 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Eagles again getting stopped, and this may have been four down territory, Emma, if it wasn't such a fourth and long there. Just too many yards for them to try and get the first down conversion, so they will punt.
Alvarez in the punt for the Eagles.
Ramirez, the Eagles punter, gets the ball. That one flows up really high.
yeah.
Lost that one in the fog.
Yeah, it was a little too high there.
That ball get marked down at the 27-yard line.
And then once again, there's 9 minutes and 31 seconds on the clock. Cowboys at 21, and then the Eagles at 0. We are in the fourth quarter, folks. And once again, if you aren't able to watch the whole entire game tonight, or for whatever reason, feel free to watch us free on YouTube. I mean, come watch the game again on YouTube tomorrow or later on tonight at MCAET.org/YouTube. So come watch it. It's gonna be great, and you can also watch us at live on Comcast channel 26, Charter Channel 17, HD Digital 38.1, or live stream us on your mobile devices at mccaet.org/live. So don't forget to do that, folks.
You have lots of options as McDermott ran the ball about 8 yards on the previous play, and then Reed gets about another 2 yards. That'll be good for the first down with the ball marked at the 39-yard line. 9 minutes to go here in the game, Emma. This thing's winding down, and I do have an update. Palma takes a 28-23 lead thanks to a touchdown from Anthony Villegas. So Palma with a 28-23 lead against Seaside.
There's another penalty.
Cortez with the strong run, but as Emma just said, it looks like that was a banana slug on that one.
Yep, our favorite.
Still got to think of the banana slug song. Still got to name the banana slug itself.
Slimy. Slimester.
Slimy.
Slimy.
I can dig it.
Slime. It looks like the Eagles cheerleaders are just trying to get their crowd still pumped, keeping their spirits up.
They may just be trying to stay warm at this point.
That is
see you
true.
over here.
It's actually getting kind of cold now.
I see you over here shivering.
Yeah, it's getting cold. It wasn't too bad earlier, but this fourth quarter is really taking a toll on me now.
As the ball gets marked at about the 30-yard line after the penalty. Reed with the completion. And that is going to get them some really positive yardage. It's going to get them at about the 40-yard line, at the 40-yard line actually. So that'll bring up a second down at about 8 with 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the game. I got to stand up. This chair is just jacking me up right now.
Jacking you up. And once again, 8 minutes on the clock. And the score is 0. Alvarez at 0 and Cowboys at 21. And we are in the fourth quarter. So, yeah. Do you think the Eagles will make any touchdowns anytime soon?
If they're gonna do it, they're gonna have to depend on their run game primarily. I don't see them being able to get anything really big in the passing game. That is a nice completion on the run by Reed finding Weimer. And Weimer has been the man all night.
Brent and Weimer.
Reed's favorite target all night, and that's going to get about 8 yards, but that'll be short of a first down. It'll be about fourth and 3 with the ball marked at about the 46-yard line. And looks like the Cowboys will go ahead and go for it on fourth and about 3. They previously went for it on fourth down on the last possession. Were able to convert it. I believe Reed was able to take that as his own. As this is a handoff, that sweep again to McDermott, but nothing going this time. And McDermott cut it short. He had been having success going all the way to the sideline previously and finding just enough room. This time deciding to cut it. Make his turn just a little past the hash marks and nothing going there. Emma just couldn't find any room.
Yeah, it's getting rough for them. Yeah, a little.
And that'll give the Alvarez Eagles the ball at about the 44-yard line with 6 minutes and 54 seconds to go in this game. So I just previously mentioned that Palma takes the lead over Seaside. That's in the third quarter. And Marina still has a 36-12 lead over Santa Cruz in the fourth. So there's a couple of games we want to keep our eyes on. We'll try to give you updates all the way up to the end of our game here as Martinez drops back to the pocket. Now he's going over to his right-hand side, tries to find some room, and nothing doing there as he takes the sack. And that was Martinez, the quarterback. I'm sorry. That was couldn't see who that was on the Cody Gentry. That's what I meant to say. Cody Gentry looked like got the sack there for the Cowboys.
Looks like Alvarez is taking a team huddle really quick before going back on, breaking that huddle right now.
And Martinez takes his troops to the line of scrimmage. Martinez back, has a receiver.
Ooh.
And Oh, that just floated up way too long in the air.
A nice
And that was brought
catch.
down by Isaac Jacinto. And if the booth can give us a replay on that, well, we're just going to see if we do get the replay. Martinez just let that one sail in the air for way too long there.
Yeah.
And Jacinto just got his eyes on it and immediately locked onto that.
But I gotta give props to my Cowboys. Though. That was a great catch, though. You know, man, that was great.
Jacinto with a really athletic play on that. And that will give the Cowboys the ball at about the 14-yard line with 5:56 to go here in the game. And if I'm the Cowboys, I just want to run this one out. But they're going to go for a wide receiver screen, kind of the exact opposite of what I would have dialed up. That is a completion over to Ivan Curiel for the Cowboys. Reed to Curiel, gets about 3-4 yards, and the ball being marked at about the 17-yard line with 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here
For this game. Wow. This game actually has gone by pretty quick, though, compared to
Yes.
other games that I've done. It's been going pretty quick. Ooh.
There's a handoff over to Richard Serta, and Serta will get about another couple yards as that ball get marked down at the 20-yard line with 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go. This game has moved along. Last week we were in Soledad for a great game. It was a great competitive game that Soledad was able to get the victory on, but man, it dragged on. That third and fourth quarter just dragged on for quite some time. So love it when these games move along at a nice crisp pace.
Yeah.
That's a handoff over to McDermott, and that ball should get enough for the first down. Ball get marked at about the 25. That will be a first down for the Cowboys, as they really, all they need to do is just dial up as many running plays as they can, just chew off time off of that clock, and they should be in line for their latest victory. That's a handoff over to Cortez. Cortez gains about a yard. If this score holds up, Salinas High will improve to 7-2 overall, 5-0 in league. And if we take a look at the standings really quick here, in the dominant Monterey Bay Gavilan division, Aptos up at the top of the league, 4-0. And Salinas will be is currently 5-0. And I'm laughing because I think that's the second play we've seen this season where a offensive player just leaped over a defender. And,
Yeah,
we'll see that
right here.
And we're gonna see McDermott just with a nice leap over
Yeah.
number 5 Martinez on the Eagle side. There is a penalty on the play though, and that looks like that ball will be coming back for the Cowboys.
I've actually seen a couple leaps over players a couple times this game.
Yeah.
I'd say about 2 to 3 times.
Yeah, and so McDermott just showing off his high jumping skills, but it's going to be for nothing. So that's personal foul against the offense. That ball will get marked. That's going to come back quite a ways for the Cowboys. That ball will get marked down somewhere near the 20-yard line. Going to be marked down at the 22-yard line, which will make it first and about, well, that'll bring it down to a 1st and 10, though. They'll redo the first down there. 3:54 and counting here left to go in the game. Cowboys with the ball. And that is a nice little scamper by Reed as he makes up for the previous foul. Takes the ball up the left-hand sideline. The only thing he did wrong on that was taking the ball out of bounds. Otherwise, he takes the ball, that ball will get marked close to the 50-yard line at about the 47-yard line. 3:37 left in this game. Salinas High heading towards its 6th league victory and 7th overall victory on the season. And they can smell the league title in the midst. They can smell the division title in their midst after this win.
Ooh.
That's going to be a handoff over to Hernandez. Takes it over to the left-hand side. And Hernandez is going to get a nice little gain of about 5 yards on that. So it's going to be another good week at school this week, I think, huh?
Yeah, that is for sure. That's gonna be a talk on Monday. So.
What's the campus like after a win this year? There's got to be a good buzz around campus.
Some good positive energy, some good positive, everyone just gets pumped after a win. Everyone's high-fiving all the football players, like, great job, and then everyone's just excited for the next game.
As Hernandez runs the ball over to the left-hand side, going to be close to a first down.
And once again, we have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock and counting, with the score Alvarez at 0 and Salinas High at 21.
You want to give one last shout out to the crew? You want me to? You want to
Yes.
read those names off? You want to read them off?
You can read them off this time.
All right. Let me see if I can butcher a couple of names
Yeah.
here. Shout outs to Adi Cabrera, Carolina Pantoja, Daniel Garcia, Emma Garcia, Holden Batelli, Lisette Riley, Mario, Andrew Mooneyham, Tom Mooneyham, Chuck Parker, Jack Peterson, Kent Techmeyer, Justin Reed Miller, and our boss, the man, the myth, the legend,
Mr. Hamish Tyler.
Hamish Tyler, the reason that we're all here tonight.
Yep.
Hope you had a good night, Hamish. Hope we did you proud with tonight's broadcast.
I think so, because we haven't been getting any text
No
messages.
texts?
So
Yeah.
I think we're doing good.
No, it's either we're doing good or he is at some sort of event raising funds for us and he's not watching. In any event, we win.
Yeah.
So,
Win-win.
as Salinas High gets the ball to first down, Reed will keep the ball, and he's going to get another 5 yards on that. That ball get marked down close to the 35-yard line with 1:45 to go left in the game. Any final shout-outs you want to give out there?
Again, thank you, Ms. Bowling, for being an awesome counselor, and I want to give a big shout out to my mom, Selena Torres. She's the best mom I can ever ask for. And then my little brother, Jacob. Hi, Jacob. How are you? Probably
Hey,
eating pizza or McDonald's somewhere.
You have one cute little brother, I gotta say
He's
that.
funny.
Yeah. Reed with the keeper over to the left sideline goes out of bounds inexplicably with 1 minute and 18 seconds. Reed, come on, let's go home, man. Don't go out of bounds. Gonna read off a couple of quick scores here. So Kell and Greenfield currently tied at 34. And Alisal with a bye week next week, but they clinch a playoff spot with their 5th straight win, 43-0 over Pajaro Valley. So shout out to my Trojans, and shout out to my Cowboys too. I've told you before, I'm a Cowboy parent. So these are my Cowboys now.
Yep.
I gotta own it. I'm a Cowboy.
There you go.
I'm a Cowboy.
You heard it here first, folks.
No, I said it in my previous broadcast. I am a Cowboy. You know, my son's gonna go.
Cowboy
my son
at
goes
heart.
there. My daughters, in all likelihood, will go there. I'll have no say in it because my wife was a cowgirl. So
There you go.
shout out to Ginger. I'll be home soon, babe. And Reed will take a knee. And that will wind us down under 35 seconds with Salinas High 21-0 lead. Again, as I said before, they will improve to 7-2 overall, 5-0 in league, Aptos, and a division title in their sights. Reed takes one last knee as the seconds tick off the clock.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, 0.
That is a final,
That
folks.
is the game, folks.
21-0, Salinas High School over the Everett Alvarez Eagles. Salinas High improving officially to 7-2 overall, 6-0 in league. Alvarez falling to 2-6 overall, 0-5 in league play. Emma, another game in the books for us?
Yes, they're doing great. So we'll see how they do next week at Aptos. So
Yeah. So we are being told to keep it rolling with y'all. Stick with us here on MCAET TV Friday Night Lights. We are getting ready to exit the game, and you know, just next week, I believe we are on the road to North Monterey County, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. North County got lights in their stadium.
Oh, they're allowed to have lights now.
Yeah, so we're gonna have Friday Night Lights
that's cool.
at North County for it's the first time in their school's history, obviously. And
Do you ever have a Friday Night Lights? Usually they have to do it on like Saturdays,
yeah,
right?
Saturday afternoon games, but now there's a new tradition in North County with the Condors.
Nice.
So they will go up against Gilroy, and we will get to we will bring you all of the action next week from North Monterey County. And I just got to give one last shout out to my Trojans, to my Alisal Trojans, because this will be only their 5th postseason appearance in the program's 52-year existence. So me and you, we called our first game of the season, in fact, was Alisal versus North Salinas.
Yeah, it was.
And they had just had a really tough loss against Soledad the week before, so they recovered. And now they're on their way. But the team that everyone's talking about here in town, at least,
30 seconds.
Salinas High School,
Of course.
another victory.
We're doing great. So hopefully the season goes through and we go to CCS and win. So.
All right, so live here for MCAET, I am Marcos Cabrera.
And I'm Emma Garcia here today, folks.
Friday Night Lights, we are out.
See you next time.
Peace.